Hello and welcome back to the podcast. Today's episode is a little bit of a bonus episode. I am going to be sharing 3 channeled messages that wanted to come through for you guys for the summer. So it's almost like a little bit of a personal mini reading. There's 3 different messages, so you can either listen to all of them. You might want to pick message 1, 2, 3, all of them, 2 of them, really whatever feels right for you. So just sitting there, sit in your heart and choose what you want to do here. You might land with all of them. You might resonate with a couple of them, but just sitting with it. I originally brought through these messages, came through very quickly. I was holding Kai, who's here right now with me if you're watching on YouTube. I was holding him and I got 3 key messages that wanted to come through. And that was, I guess, end of May or beginning of June that came through, and I knew I had to remember the 3 key points that wanted to come through, and I couldn't get around to recording, and then now here I am. So obviously they're meant to be shared right now. Before we get into it, I'll also just share that they will be timestamped, so you can go to message 1, message 2, message 3, whatever you want to listen to. They'll be time stamped in the show notes. But I wanted to just kind of share a few different themes that have been coming through. I've been noticing, and this has been happening a lot in client sessions as well, that firstly, Lionsgate this year, what has been coming through for that is that this is going to be a really big Lionsgate. It's going to be a very potent Lionsgate, and it feels very big. And so I wanted to share that with you all because it's coming up to 8/8. We are, I guess the Lionsgate technically opens on the 26th until about the 12th to the 16th of August. And we have been really preparing for the energy that we're stepping into the Lionsgate. This feels really big. It feels very potent. Maybe why you're going through so many shifts right now. And so what has been coming through a lot with the energy right now is that there's these glimpses happening. So you might notice yourself where you're walking, going about your day, and then you feel these glimpses of a future self, or you're not where you currently are in this physical moment. You also might be having past life glimpses, like glimpses of who you were or past life memories. And I just wanted to share that with you all because it does feel like you're getting these glimpses of into the future, or glimpses of what your life is going to look like, or your future self is kind of coming in, and also past life energies. So there is a really big timeline convergence happening. Timelines collapsing, and a lot is being moved through the physical body. So I wanted to kind of share that a little bit of these timelines that are collapsing and converging and shortening, because the lag time between thought and manifestation, or what we think is far away, is really, these timelines are collapsing into one really big timeline. So a lot of past life energy, a lot of this current life, these collapsing moments are happening in convergence into this bigger timeline. So I really wanted to share a little bit of insights around that. Also, dream time has been really active. I know that there's a lot of traveling happening. There's a lot of even healing happening in dream time. So you might notice that you go to bed and you're being worked on, or you feel like an upliftment. You're having a little bit of broken sleeps, or you're being up. There's a lot of energy coming through. There's a lot of traveling. It feels like your soul is preparing for what you're stepping into, for what's coming. Maybe you're meeting people in your soul family, in the astral realm. I just want to share these insights with you because there's a lot of activity happening in the dream time. Again, I almost said lion's mane, and lion's mane is something that I've been using a lot postpartum. I love lion's mane now that we're on the topic. It's really great for brain and focus, so maybe I needed to share that with you guys. But Lionsgate energy, this one feels really potent, and typically it's related to the Sirian energy, but I actually have been connecting a lot with the Lyran energy and the Lyran ancestors. It feels like a lot of star ancestors. So it feels like this portal is not only just a Sirian portal, Sirius energy, a lot of different celestial energies that are coming through this portal, but it feels very golden, very much like a power activation. Lion's mane. Again, I'm going to just keep this in there. I'm not going to edit it out. Lionsgate is one of these things that always has the ability to rapidly shift your life. You could be going along one timeline and then it could shift instantly into a new timeline. things can rapidly shunt out and a shunting in of what is no longer meant for you and what is meant for you. So just in knowing that this can happen around Lionsmane, again, Lionsgate. Oh my gosh. I'm just going to keep this in there because I think it's important for you guys to see my like little quirks, but I need Lionsmane. I'm the one that needs it. But anyways, it always has the ability to rapidly shift things in and out of your life. So I know that this has been the case for me. I also gave birth 4 years ago on the Lionsgate. It is one of these powerful portals where things can really shift instantly, or things that you've been kind of playing around with. If you've been thinking about wobbling in and out between two different things, it will rapidly shift you in. It's like the soul alignment moment. I'll probably share another channeled information on the Lionsgate because it feels very big this year. I wanted to share that with you, and you're likely preparing for that right now. Your energy field has probably been preparing. You're probably receiving a lot of upgrades, these timelines, these glimpses, active dream time, because there's something bigger that you're meant to step into. So let's get into, I want to see if there's anything else that wanted to be shared in this little intro. No, let's get into it. Actually, there's one thing. I have a wait list for readings. I open up a few sessions. If you want, you can get on the reading wait list. I'm kind of opening them up week to week. This past week, I opened them up and they're gone pretty quickly. If you want a session, you can book, you can hit the link in the show notes and get on the wait list. That's kind of how I'm opening up to sessions here and there while I'm in this newborn phase. So let's get into it. Message number one. Message number one is really, they're saying like all about new networks. So there's new networks, networking, new communities, new people coming in. It feels like one of these situations where you, out of nowhere, these people come into your life, or this person comes into your life, and you're like, how did I not know about you before? It feels like they're so close to you that you didn't even realize that they were like your next door neighbor, like that kind of thing. It feels like a lot of new people coming into your life, new networks, new communities that you're stepping into. It feels like you've gone through a lot of clearing out of old relationships, old patterns, and now you're stepping into like new people coming in, new networks, new communities. So it does feel like a lot of this is happening out of nowhere, and it feels like it's very close to home. You're like one connection away, or you've been going about and you've been kind of asking for people or your soul family to come in, and then you realize they're in the same neighborhood as you. So it does feel like this is kind of happening, and the reason why you didn't know about this before is because of timing, right? Another aspect to this message is that people who you've had encounters with or touch points with previously, there's a coming back together because it's a timing thing. You've both gone through an evolution of your soul. You've gone through a lot of upgrades. You've made a lot of shifts in your life. And now it's time for these connections to come back into your life because you wouldn't have been ready for each other previously. And now you're coming together for a greater purpose. There is a higher orchestration happening as to why you are coming into each other's lives at this point, because you're meant to collaborate. So it does feel like there's collaborations. The people that you've been kind of like waiting on, or not really waiting on, but like new people are coming into your life. These are the people that you're meant to collaborate with. You're meant to do things with. You're meant to be in each other's energies. It's a frequency match. So if you've been kind of feeling that very pulled by old connections, like there's a pulling, there's a draining energy, pay attention to that. And maybe you had to go through a bit of isolation or loneliness before these new energies are coming in. But now is the time. Your energy is very magnetic, and you have also shifted your energy. Your soul's frequency has shifted. And it's important that you shine your light in these communities. And in other terms, the reason why, it's because when you shine your light, that is your own unique soul's frequency. And since it's upgraded, you've kind of become more of who you truly are. Your frequency has changed. Now more of your soul's unique light is coming through. And these people aren't recognizing you based on like what you look like or what you say. It's actually based on a frequency. So they, on a some kind of subconscious level, and you on some kind of subconscious level, recognize each other's souls. And that's why things progress a lot quicker when there's a soul connection, a reunion of souls. So you are being asked to drop your walls. You're being asked to like let your guard down a little bit. You're being asked to show up in your magnetism, because when you show up in your magnetism of who you are now, not what you have been, in your full energy and the fullness of who you are, that creates a magnetism, and that light is recognizable for the people who are also looking for you. Just like you, this also is a flip side to this, because it's not just about you waiting for other people to come to you. It's about you also recognizing that in others. So when you feel that energy, or when you notice like, oh, I just have to connect with this person, or I just have to join this thing, and you don't really know why, but when you get the invitation, you're being asked to get out of your way and show up to those things, and even reaching out to those people, because sometimes these connection points, which has been coming through a lot, these destiny, these connection points, these soul agreements are meant to happen. And this is kind of like we're coming up to these, like I said, these convergence of times where things are escalating, they're moving along to meet at these set upon agreement points. Your souls have agreed that at this time, this place, this location, that you would come together, and it's a reunion of souls. So this is about recognizing your own unique light, seeing yourself in a higher way than you did before, and understanding that some of those agreements that you had previously, maybe there's some wounding, maybe there's some trust issues, that is all kind of be a thing of the past, and you're being asked to really open up your heart and show up differently to these soul agreements, because these people often will feel easy. It might feel very much like you've known each other before. There's a familiarity to this. So if you get an invitation this summer and it feels very aligned, or if you get the hit to reach out to someone or book something or connect with a new network of people, go for it, because it's time for you to get out of your shell, get out of your comfort zone. Some of you, obviously, this is going to be related to love, and this is going to be related to friendships, soul family, but you're being asked to go for it. You're being asked to open up. You're also, some of you, it's like create the network. You are in the process of creating this new network for yourself. Networking is like there's these bridges happening. So like networking is a way that you're going to get your next, these keys that you're looking for, the next step. There's new keys that are coming to you. So also like maybe new mentors, or maybe new people are going to be coming your way that are going to be unlocking this key for you. So that has to do with these networking, right? So you have to show up to the agreement. You have to take that action step, not just sit along the sidelines, but maybe perhaps you're also creating the network, because that feels like maybe there's a community that you're meant to create. You're meant to bring people together. I always love that energy, because it does feel like the people who are the community creators, I call them the connectors, like they're a connector point for other people. So if you're being called to create some kind of community or network, or connect people in some way, that is a huge part of your role. And that's what makes you unique, is creating that community. So I hope that message helps. A lot of new people coming in, a lot of new energies coming in. That's really exciting. So a lot of these connections and collaborations are going to happen over the summer. Sometimes you might have to take a little bit of leap in this. So get out of your own way and just show up, take that action, reach out, whatever that may be for you. Sit in your heart. When you feel that heart expanded moment, to do it. And that is your opportunity to reach out, to do that thing. So I wanted to share that with you all. And I'm excited for you. Message number two is all about this higher stream of energy, this higher stream of consciousness. You are moving into a higher stream, a higher energy. It's fast, it's quick, it's a higher octave than you've ever been before. It's a higher frequency than you've ever been. And with that higher stream of consciousness, with that higher streaming energy, it feels very fast, it feels very quick. Like when you're in one stream, one jet stream, and then you're bumped up to a new level, that's kind of, it feels very much like a quantum leap. And the way that you're moving into this higher stream, it's like you have to just go for it. Don't be attached. Don't cling on to the edges. You're meant to be in this higher octave of energy, this higher frequency that's available to you. Some of you, this feels like, moving along at a faster pace. It feels like a lot of things moving along at once. And they're really saying that you can handle it. You can handle it. So don't attach yourself to the old limitations, the old programming, the doubts, the fears. If it comes up, let it come up, but don't attach yourself. Don't hold on to the sidelines. Don't slow yourself down, because you're meant to be in this fast energy. You're meant to be moving along quickly. And with that, it feels like multiple paths almost, but go with what you're being asked to do in the moment and ride along that wave. And then it might change to the next thing, but just it feels like you're a little bit in this like very vibrant, expanding, vibrant energy, expansive energy. And it's really you recognizing that maybe things were slow before, maybe things were kind of stagnant, but you're actually, the way that you operate is like you operate really well in this fast streams of energy. So you don't need to always slow down. You're meant to be in this high streaming energy, and just don't attach yourself. Don't cling on to the edges. Now's the time to let go of the discomforts and step into this new energy, because the shifts that are happening are beyond your comprehension. They're beyond your control, and you're so ready for it. It might feel a little bit of wobbly, like a little wobbly, because you're moving into a higher timeline. And when you're in between timelines, it can feel a little wobbly, but it's like you will get the lay of the land. Your energy will stabilize into this new energy, into this new way of doing. But they're saying like, you're so ready for it. You're so ready for this higher stream of energy. You're so ready for this up-levelment that's happening for you, and just go for it. Don't try to slow it down. Don't try to control it. Stay in your lane, stay focused, because like, this is the time. Like, you're ready for this. You're ready for this, things moving along really quickly. So these are shifts that are happening beyond your control. You are ready for it. They're going to push the limits a little bit on you, but you can handle it. So getting focused, getting grounded, really being grounded when you're feeling a little wobbly, get out in nature. It's because you're in between kind of two timelines, and you're moving into this higher stream, this higher way of doing things, this faster stream of energy. Just ride along it with it. Go for it. Ride that wave. You got it. All right. Message number 3. Message number 3 is, I just feel so much love and heart energy, because there's gifts. I'm just getting a lot of gifts are opening up to you. Some of these are like ancient past life gifts. They're your past life self. It's like, I see this version of you that's handing you this gift. It feels like it's like a cup or a gift. Maybe even a symbol. They're bringing you in these gifts. This past life self, your higher self, is coming in with these gifts. And it feels like you've been running on one stream, and then this like help happens, this divine support, this gift comes in to help give you a little boost into who you really are and what you're meant to step into. So it does feel like there's a lot of gifts opening up for you. Gifts in the form of your abilities, your gifts from other lifetimes. I almost said other timelines, but other lifetimes. Your past life self is coming forward and handing you and awakening these gifts that are yours. So not only that, it does feel like there are gifts from the universe that are coming in for you. You're having this main connection coming through. It feels very higher self, feels very much like a higher self connection, and recognizing that your higher self is so much more than you think it is. You have many different lifetimes. You've had very ancient lifetimes, ancient gifts, ancient mysteries. You've been a lot of different beings and lifetimes, a lot of different guides to other people. And this higher self connection feels very strong. It feels like something to really work with is your higher self. Again, kind of feels like a timeline convergence. Perhaps you're remembering lifetimes that you've had, but this convergence into your current life is happening. So there's gifts that are really forming all around you. Something that's really important for you is to really stay focused on optimism and faith, okay? There's so much love surrounding you. There's a lot of divine support surrounding you. You've likely had to make a lot of changes or difficult decisions, but you are in such a sweet space. So you really have to focus your mind on optimism, on joy, on like noticing the love that's around you, the divine support around you, because this ancient self means business, and these guides that are coming through, they mean business, and they're bringing you these gifts, this remembrance of who you really are, of how powerful you really are, and the gifts that you're meant to bring forward to the collective. So there's a sense of upliftment and embodiment and really becoming your true self, being true to yourself, feeling more connected to the truth of who you are, to how powerful you really are of a soul. And all that is really possible for you here now. You've earned these gifts, you've earned these rewards that are coming for you. Now you get to open up and receive them. So this feels very much like your past life self, your ancient gifts, this other timeline versions of you are converging, and they're bringing you forward these gifts that you've had in other lifetimes. You've been training for this for lifetimes. You are ready. You've been through a lot. You've put a lot in motion. You've earned these gifts. You've earned your rewards. So be open. And it's funny because just as I'm saying this, the sun has started to shine. You're meant to shine. You're meant to be in the spotlight, and you've earned this. You are ready, and you deserve these gifts. You deserve these rewards. So if you ever have that like ick, that like little of like, this is too much, or when's the next shoe gonna drop, like that kind of energy, we want to let that go. Remain focused in your optimism. The other shoe's not gonna drop. This is just the beginning. So keep expanding your field, keep expanding your worth and your deservingness, because you are so much more powerful than you ever really recognize yourself to be. And it's time to recognize that power that you have. So it does feel like if you can sit in meditation and connect with your higher self is very powerful. It wants to connect with you. There's a lot of information. So a lot of these internal shifts are creating big external shifts. I feel like now is a great time to go within and to receive all these codes from your past life, your ancient self, your higher self. Open up to receive, form that connection just through meditation. It can be as simple as meditation, connecting with your heart, maybe even free writing, channeling that a little bit. But you are ready for this. There is this past, present, future timeline convergence happening. And this version of you means business. It means all set to move forward. You deserve this. The other shoe's not going to drop. You are safe. So I just want to share that message with you guys. I'm really excited for you. It does feel like you can take a deep breath. It feels like you can let the past go. It feels like, oh, this is just the sweetness. This is just getting good, and it's not going to be ripped away from you. That's old programming that you have to kind of work through. That other shoe's going to drop, or things are really good. When's that next thing going to happen? That's old programming, okay? And so there is a past life trauma, I could say, that is involved in that as well. We just want to kind of remember and release that and really activate the gifts of that lifetime, not the trauma of that lifetime. So I hope this message helps, because it does feel like you need to know that you're so powerful, that there's a lot of love around you, that you're so supported, you are so guided, you are so protected, and you're so loved. So I hope you all enjoyed these summer messages. I'm really excited that I was able to give them to you, because they've been on the mind. And it's funny because I only got 3 key headlines, and then there's so much more that kind of evolved from that. So I love these messages for you all. I hope that you enjoyed them, and I would love to hear in the comments. If you could comment, I'd love to hear what resonated with you. If you want to hit subscribe, download on the podcast, whichever form you're listening to this on. But I hope that you enjoy these messages, and I'll speak to you in the next video or podcast episode.